there somebody to lead the pledge tonight?
There is not. It's PSSA week.
Okay.
So we are.
All righty. Then let's rise to the pledge. John?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Hey, Ally, you have the roll call? We're good on our count, right? Okay. Okay. Superintendent's report.
All right. I'm sitting in for Mr. Reinhardt this evening, but I wanted to just share out a few successful events that have taken place over the past few weeks. The third annual science fair took place at Easton Area High School. Over 500 projects were displayed, and that was a huge success. So we want to commend the science department, which is led by Coordinator Jim Brown. Also, the Wall of Fame dinner was held 2 weeks ago. It was a tremendous success with about 350 guests. And we want to congratulate all of those who were honored and thank the committee for organizing the event. Additionally, the third annual gala was held by the Foundation for Easton Schools. That also had a great turnout, and the success of that event has led to the reopening of the teacher grants. I wanted to commend one of our teachers who was selected as the Easton Rotary's Teacher of the Year, and that's Ms. Katie Frawley. She is a teacher at Easton Area Academy. She teaches grades 7 and 8 science and math, and she will receive a $1,000 check for her classroom, for use in her classroom. Additionally, the Easton Area Education Association is honoring the Friend of Education tomorrow evening at their dinner, and that is Carolyn Serva, who serves as the Executive Director of Family Connection of Easton, for her contributions to the education and the community within our schools. So we want to congratulate Carolyn as well, and that concludes my report.
Very nice. Is there any communication?
Oh, actually, I apologize. We've asked Mr. Pokrivsak to attend the meetings as well to to share out about the athletic department and the successes that have taken place. And I probably stole your thunder a little on the Wall of Fame. But.
That's okay. That's okay. I gave you a handout quickly just to outline a few things, not as long, obviously, as when I give the year-end report. But before I give out some of the good things, we had two of our Easton Athletic family members pass away this week. Mr. Joe Cicero, longtime Easton fan and part of our community, and just recently now, just Mr. Pete Schroeder. Pete will be buried on Thursday. I will open the gates of Cottingham, longtime sideline chain crew, and his family asked for him to be driven around in his hearse around the stadium one last time as a longtime member. So I'm going to try to honor that and open the gates for the family on Thursday morning. Part of the varsity E for 35 plus years and so on. And for the older people in the crowd here, I think if you read the obituary, you'd hear some names that would interest you. Worked for the former Stocker Brothers Dairy, I think relative of yours, as a milkman. Mr. Pete Schroeder was, which many of us look and go, where was that at? Some of them may even live in that area right now, Stocker Brothers. And Mrs. Pie's, Mrs. Smith's Pie Company, which some of us remember some of those. Anyway, athletic department revenue then, I did get those figures added together. We're at $192,300 so far this year. And I believe I just sent a check to Mr. Simonetta from Phillipsburg, about another $7,000 owed from Thanksgiving. And that puts us right in line almost with our $200,000 in revenue for the school year. And a few more dollars may come in as we get into the spring playoffs. Olive Garden fundraiser, the National Federation of High School Sports recognizes Olive Garden as a community fundraiser, and we did an evening again just last week, and I'll get a check hopefully from them, put that towards weight room equipment. Guidance Committee is working well with the list of people at the end there, Mrs. Trinkle, Mr. Cuck, Mr. Buck, myself, Rochelle McWilliams, Mrs. Dorler, and some other guidance representatives to put together a nice factual sheet when an athletic recruiter comes in, that guidance can produce something for that recruiter, give them a cheat sheet on that kid, and that kid will have every document there and hopefully able to be recruited better by colleges. So that's a big improvement what we've had lately. Michaela Roach, one of our 10 Pennsylvania athletes chosen to go to Indianapolis, Indiana this summer for, again, National Federation of High School Sports Leadership Summit. And that's the first ever an Easton athlete has been recognized, so she's one of 10 to go to the national committee. Thank you again to Rochelle McWilliams, Technology, with the emailer. Power School's creating a thing called emailers, so on a daily basis, we're getting athletes suspended, updates on grades, and that we're being better able to keep an eye on those athletes and what they're doing. And lastly, Chartwells, I'm trying to work closely with them on providing our athletes during the season with some federal programs to possibly feed them during the summer when they're coming for practices, mandatorily by us and by the state. And if there's a federal program out there, we're trying to get some meals possibly for those kids, and I'm working with Chartwell on that. So, any questions or comments? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there's no communication at this time. We'll start with reports. Mrs. Price?
Okay, well, the IU, in April, there was, the IU and East Stroudsburg University held a service fair for individuals with disabilities. It's called Career Independent Living and Learning Studies, and it works with individuals with disabilities in a college setting to teach them skills to enhance their ability to live, work, and prepare for the community outside of school. The navigating services for adults with disabilities can be confusing at times, and so the purpose of the transitional night was to help share information related to the transition to adulthood and community services. And so that was held, and also in a related area, the Life Skills Program for Transition is also transportation training. So people in the program would learn how to ride the bus by themselves so that they can get to a job and enhance their daily living. And our next meeting is tomorrow. So that takes care of the IU. And the library, we are basically talking about the budget, and that will be presented in May. And so that's it.
Okay, thank you. I will report on the CIT. I only have 2 things to report on. There's a fundraiser breakfast Saturday, April 23rd, which I think is this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's $7. It's at CIT. I pass these around. I encourage anyone to go. And then they have their annual appreciation dinner, which is Wednesday, May 4th at 6 p.m. in the school cafeteria. I'll pass them around and get them around. And that concludes my report for CIT. Okay. Mr. Bennett?
On community college, we had a very light agenda. Matter of fact, one of the others was a lot of fun. We had a student presentation. Every year they have different contests and everything, and it had to do about, the presentation has to do with smiling, the value of smiling, and, the impression it makes on others and everything else. And probably one of the better presentations that we've seen this year. Very exciting and interesting. Other than that, we basically talked about our operating capital and our budget, having a budget update. And I believe at this time we have 7 out of 8 districts that have approved the community college budget. We're waiting on the last one to vote. As far as capital projects, the way we end up doing capital projects is a lot different than the school district. We have to submit our capital project to see if we're going to get some kind of matching state. And they allocate X amount of dollars to colleges across the state, and then you share in the cost. And then, so we put projects in this year with a hope that next year they may be funded. And so then every year, we're working on various projects and we're trying to look ahead. And that was pretty much one last piece. The last one is on our Monroe campus, something that we've done up there because we've gone for we're more than the gold up there. We've actually installed a windmill, and hopefully it's going to be up now and working. So along with everything else that we've done to make that campus energy efficient, one of the last pieces we're installing is this windmill, and we'll see what benefits that provides us as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Buscemi?
As Lisa said, the foundation had its gala. It was really a lot of fun and a great success. Allowed us to bring back the teacher grant program. We raised a total of $30,000 that came in with $12,000 expenses, and it's about a $19,000 profit for us to continue to operate and administer the grant program again. So the staff, the committees that worked on that, like, you don't realize how much time that they put into that, but they really did a great job, and it worked out really well.
Thank you. Mr. Ronahan's not here. Mr. Fatal, would you like?
Not much more to say, but I think everybody's been tracking what's been going on in Harrisburg, and right now the budget discussions are going on for the coming year. And as I said at the last meeting, there's been some comments of when they expect to complete their budget. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago when I was out there, their thoughts were, their comments were, they'd like to have a budget before the end of May. Then another legislator told me, he says, if we do that, he says, I have a bridge to sell you as well. So, again, we will have to see what develops as the season progresses.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Cook, do you have a student here?
Absolutely. We have Exec Board President Sarah Lutz.
Okay.
Good evening. I just wanted to first recognize our successful Mr. Easton competition that happened this past Thursday. I think it's one of the largest crowds they've had in the past 10 years, and we made a great profit from it, so it was a great event. Next up, we have our Special Olympics, which will be May 5th at Liberty High School. And then following that, we move into, well, that's actually during our Spirit Week as well. 2 important dates for Spirit Week are May 6th, which is our EAHS Day at the high school, and then May 7th being our AAG competition that Saturday. And that's pretty much it that we have for the rest of the year. We have prom May 28th, and then graduation June 13th. So not much left. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so representative from the PTA, Mrs. Robertson. Then see what's there.
I'm Lynn Alexander. I'm here for Michelle Robertson. She actually has PTA at Tracy tonight, so we miss her, but she did send her report. Cheston will be having a movie night on Friday, April 22nd. The featured movie is Minions, and for a $1 donation at the door, they get a drink and a bag of popcorn. Doors open at 6 p.m. We have a report from the Easton Area Academy. Mrs. Penn recently completed a bullying curriculum. Over the course of several weeks, students explored bullying and bullying prevention. The program culminated with a presentation by an agent from the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office, and communities and schools brought art therapy to the academy. This was yet another excellent outlet for their students to explore, as they were encouraged to express themselves through artistic expression. Penny Wars has wrapped up. Teams collected $1,170 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Sorry, I'm reading it on here. It might be easier to do it that way. I'm sorry. While competing, students gained awareness about childhood cancer and cancer prevention. The Easton Area Middle School 7-8 building we just came from their McTeacher night tonight. Dr. Simia is there. Mrs. Martin's there making shakes. The 5-6 has a spring dance coming up in Rover Relay Day. Both events have the kids very excited. We attended a reflections banquet over the weekend for the state winners, and we congratulate the participants. At Forks, the PTA has been providing students with little motivational trinkets during the PSSAs: pencils, erasers, stickers, small pieces of candy, and a snack. A Muffins with Mom breakfast is coming up in May, just in time to celebrate Mother's Day. And finally, they are looking forward to their Forks Falcon Spirit Day on May 26th. March Elementary is gearing up for Teacher Appreciation Week. They're also in the process of selecting board members for next year and finishing up planning the end-of-year events. Palmer Elementary, they're currently running their Penny Wars fundraiser also. The winning class will get lunch provided by the PTA. This Friday is their variety show where students and teachers perform. And coming up, they will have their annual Science Fair Family Fun Night, Teacher Appreciation Week, and Panther 5K on May 1st. Paxanos is doing a walkthrough of the new temporary home at the middle school on April 21st. Bus transportation will be provided, and there will be a math and literacy night on May 5th and a bike safety day on May 21st. The PTA will have a table at both of these events. On June 8th is the official groundbreaking ceremony for the upcoming renovations, and the PTA will be involved in helping with the celebration. Shawnee has its annual family bowling night coming up at Warren Lanes in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. Also in the works is Sharkathon in May. This is a walkathon incorporated into their Healthy Kids Day to help raise funds for PTA events and activities, all while promoting a healthy lifestyle. The grade level that raises the most funds in support of the day will receive a mesh bag of recess equipment donated by the Shawnee PTA. And finally, at Tracy Elementary, plans are gearing up for a multi-school family fun night on Friday, April 29th. All students will be attending Tracy in the fall are invited. This includes Paxinosa and the Palmer students, a glow-in-the-dark dance party, tricky tray, 50-50 raffle, and refreshments, including Rita's Ice, will be provided. Now, because Michelle Robertson is not here, I feel like I can do this. I just wanted to let you guys know that we did attend the PTA State Convention over the weekend, and Michelle Robertson was awarded the Volunteer of the Year for the entire state of Pennsylvania, which is a pretty big honor. Yeah, so we're very proud of her. We know that she brings a lot to the Easton community, and she gives, and I just wanted to put that out there because, you know, she's not here, so behind her back, I wanted to congratulate her because that's, you know, that's a pretty big deal. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, EAEA, Mrs. Miles? Okay, just want to make sure I said that because I didn't say it the last time. Bus drivers, Mrs. Jones? I hear from the bus drivers? Okay, no report. Diversity Committee, are you going to report on behalf?
Sure, I can do it, yeah. The next meeting will be held on May 25th at 5:30. But next week, we have the Little Rock 9 Awards, the second annual. That takes place on Wednesday, April 27th at 6:30 in the middle school auditorium.
Okay. All right. We're going to move to, is there anyone from the public to be heard on agenda items? Only. Agenda items only. No? You're making this really easy for me. Okay. We're going on to the next thing. All righty. So can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the special standing committee meetings, March 15th, and the minutes of the regular board meeting of March 22nd as presented?
So moved.
Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed? All approved? Any opposed? Okay, passing that. Okay, just going to state that we had 3 executive sessions, one on 322, 2 on 322, and 1 on 44. Legal matters, negotiations, and 4 was on legal matters. Okay, do we need a motion to approve them? Okay. And we're moving on, personnel. Okay. So, I'm going to, like a motion to select personnel 9, A through K.
Make a motion with the rest of the retirements.
Noted. Okay. Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed? Okay, passing. Done. Number 10, academics. I'm gonna get the record after this, for sure. Okay, so. I'd like a motion to approve academics 10, A through G. Is it G? A through G.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed?
No on A.
No on A. Can you note that, Ally? That Bob said no on A. Okay? So we don't have,
It does not pass. It's a
Okay.
contract.
That's it, okay. So we, A is not passed. We can just talk about it and move it to the next.
It can be raised again, here by somebody, the really person who raised it again by the consideration of Mr. Fatal, but it can be raised at the subsequent meeting.
Okay. Okay. Okay, well, please note that, Ally, because we'll have to talk about where we're gonna put that. Okay. All right, we're moving on. Policy, number 11. Can I have a motion to approve the policy 226 searches?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed? Okay. Searches passes. Pass that. All right, number 12, finance. Can I get a motion? I'm going to take A through F. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed? Okay. Very good. 13, miscellaneous. I'd like to get a motion to move forward with A, B, C, and D.
So moved.
Any discussion? All approved? Any opposed? Okay, moving forward. Number 14, public to be heard on non-agenda items. Is there anyone from the public that wants to speak on non-agenda items? Nope. Does any board member have any? Nobody else, anything to say? We're going to move on. Number 15, any other business from the board? Does anybody from the board have any other business to discuss? Okay. You like me running these meetings, don't you? I'm adjourning the meeting. 7:25. Oh, I didn't have a motion?